Hello, everyone. Welcome to my presentation of MPA 530, Public Budgeting and Finance. This is week 4, and this week we are going over the budget analysis. Thank you for joining me. This week we will be going over the CAFR, or the Comprehensive Annual Financial Report for the City of Hesperia. We will be covering the fiscal year that ended on June 30th, 2020. Luckily for me, the City of Hesperia's website was pretty easy to navigate, and I was able to find it fairly quickly. The City of Hesperia's financial statements have been audited by Clifton, Larson, and Allen. To find the independent auditor's report in the CAFR, you'll have to look in the financial section. Here is a copy of the report, and to highlight the important part, it's under the opinion, and it states we're supposed to look for keywords. The opening sentence, is in our opinion, the financial statements referred to above present fairly. Fairly was one of the key words, and it ends with in accordance with accounting principles generally accepted in the United States of America. So pretty much, the city of Hesperia passed the audit. Here we're looking at the statement of net position, and I was able to display with the assets and the liabilities. Now, the assets are stuff that the city owns: buildings, lands, um, other infrastructure. The liabilities, of course, that's um, what what it owes, right? Okay, so for the assets, I went under total current assets, and it came out to it's listed as 105 715. And then I went down to total deferred outflows of resources, and that was 8.5. So I added that up, and it came out to 114.5. As you can see on my screen, I did the same thing for the liabilities. I went under total current liabilities. I had that at 18.6, and added that to total deferred inflows of resources, 4.3. That total came out to 22.9 million. I subtracted the liabilities from the assets and came up with the city's net of 91.6 million. Now, of course, it doesn't mean that the city has 91.6 million to spend. It's just its net worth. Okay, so we were asked, how physically solvent is the city? Um, Here is the statement of activities for the city of Hesperia. Uh, uh, Pretty much lets me know how much it costs to run the city and how much they're bringing in after taxes. And the way it was broken down for the city, it threw me off a little bit because it didn't look like the other ones. It was split into 2 pages. Um, so the indicators that I use to assess the city's fiscal solvency is I figured out how much it costs to run the city, and that's the first highlighted. It's approximately $27 million, right? And then after taxes and the revenue that the city brings in, uh, $33,411,000. And so it gives a positive surplus or of almost $6 million. So the city has $6 million to run the city. So they are operating within the budget that they put out every year. The Government Finance Officers Association awarded a Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting to the City of Hesperia for its comprehensive annual financial report for the fiscal year ending in June 30, 2019. This was the 18th consecutive year that the city received this achievement. Um, it's a prestigious award, and the Certificate of Achievement is the highest form of recognition in government accounting and financial reporting. In conclusion, the information that I obtained from the city's budget differs from the information that I obtained from the city's CAFR. Um, is slight. It's a slight improvement in the CAFR. It seems that the city underestimated when putting their budget up, and or they just weren't expecting that people to do more shopping during the COVID year. I know it was an interesting year. They initially thought they would actually lose money, but they didn't. So that ended up helping out and showing that the city actually puts the money where they intend to. Most of the programs went up. I know the public safety, one of the departments that they wanted to invest in public safety, the other one was transportation. They actually got public safety got a 4% increase in their budget. So again, I think the city's doing a good job. I think they're being transparent. Um, at least that's what I was able to conclude in my presentation. So thank you very much for joining me. Have a good week.